How do you do? My name is Vinay Deobhakta. I'm the director and the creator of a Fighter's Mind podcast. Please take a seat. I'd like to extend my hand to you in time and space, which means no matter what year it is, I'd like to think that we've just made an eternal connection. Welcome and enjoy the interview.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Nice to meet you.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much for putting on this spread.
You're welcome.
Really
You're welcome.
appreciate that.
Yeah, we just have to get to
Yeah.
it before the birds get to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, cheers.
Yeah, it's a
Please.
lovely day here, isn't it, in Northland? Cheers.
Yes, I hope you don't mind me in my work attire.
No, not at all.
Unusual to see someone in a three-piece suit.
It is unusual.
On an idyllic beach.
Yes, you might have to roll those up so you don't get sand on them
Maybe
later
afterwards I'll go for a bit of a paddle.
on. Yes,
We'll see how we go, eh?
yes, yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
Fantastic. So, Victoria,
Yes,
pleased to meet you.
yes, nice to meet you, Vinay.
And we've actually met before,
Yes,
many years ago.
yes, that's right.
We used to know each other as childhood friends.
Yes, that's right.
And then we went through a period where I hadn't seen you for probably about 30 odd years.
Yes, was a little bit of a break there, wasn't it? Yeah.
And so 9,
Yes, that's right. And I remember you with a bouncy ball.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You remember me with the bouncy ball.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, running around trying to act like a soccer player or something.
No, you were bouncing it really. It was one of those
Oh, was that?
super balls. And it
Oh, was
was bouncing on your concrete driveway.
Right,
Yes, it was
okay.
orange. I remember that. Yeah.
So how's life been?
Oh,
since I
it's been
saw you?
good. No, it's been very, very good. I've had a good life, and I've had children, 3 children, and it's been really, really good. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, and what brings us here?
Right, yes. Well, I have had a very good life, but there's also been dark parts of my life that have been a bit difficult, very difficult. And I heard you were doing the Fighter's Mind podcast,
Yes.
and I have actually got a fighter's mind. And the difficult days of my life have taught me how to have a fighter's mind.
I bet they have. Okay. And any particular reason why you wanted to talk to me about your dark past?
Yes, I think with your legal background and everything, I wanted to talk to you about my what's happened, because it's been quite major actually. I've had, unfortunately as a child, I was raped by a high-ranking New Zealand police officer, and so I've had to deal with that most of my life. Yes, and so that's what's given me really, and the fallout from all that in a person's life. That's what's really given me a fighter's mind. Yes.
Wow. Well, that's something pretty difficult to deal with.
Yes.
But, well, I admire you
Thank you.
coming forward
Yes.
and coming out onto my channel
Yes.
to talk about this.
Yes.
And we don't have to talk a lot about the detail.
No.
Okay. As I understand it, you have made a formal complaint
Yes, I have made a formal complaint.
against
Yes.
this person.
Yes, I have. And a lot of very, very big, difficult things that I've had to deal with on my own. Yeah, so I found that very difficult.
Yes.
But it's built up my resilience.
Yes.
And and I've got through it, and I feel that I'm a very resilient person and a strong and courageous person. And the reason I'm wanting to talk about this now, Vinay, is because I don't want to align myself with criminals, and I feel if I leave this covered over, that I'm in some way lining up and being part of what the criminals have done. I feel that it is my duty really to expose things like this, and and so that's another reason why I want to speak out. I know it's been a long time, but I haven't been ready up until now, and I want to speak out, and that's why I'm proceeding with my complaint of the police. Yes. So, that's where I'm at.
Well, I can confirm that a formal complaint has been made.
Yes, yes.
And I can also confirm that that is being acted upon.
Yes, yes.
And what I will be doing, of course, I'll be more than happy to keep my viewers updated with the position of your case.
Right.
And I know it'll be a revelation
Yes.
to a lot of Kiwis, a lot of New Zealanders.
Yeah.
And it'll give them some insight into not only the justice system, but also the workings of it.
Yes.
And, believe it or not, the workings of some of the people in the justice system.
Yes. And,
that's why I'm interested in your case.
Right. Thank you.
As well. That's why I wanted to come and meet with you.
It's actually because I really, I know this sounds quite grand or whatever, but it's because I actually really care about my country as well, and I don't like all the corruption that's happening in the country, and so that's another reason why I'm speaking out and things like that, because I want to try and make a change if I can. Yeah.
Good on you. Well, I can certainly see just from talking to you that you do have a fighter's mind.
Right.
Only a fighter's mind, I believe, I'm reading here.
Yes.
Could have got you this far.
Yeah, that's right.
And got you to a stage where you now have the confidence to actually come out.
Yes, that's right, yeah. And I feel everything beforehand has actually led me to this position in time at the moment.
Good on you, Bob. I wish you luck from here on.
Yes,
I think you're going to have a lot of support. You certainly got mine.
Thank you.
And we will see where it goes.
Yes.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
My Fighter's Mind podcast, I interview people who I find interesting.
Yes.
And the common theme is they have a fighter's mind.
Yes.
And I have, as you know, I have some qualifications, and not only legal qualifications, but also in psychology.
Yes.
And some counselling as well.
Yes.
And I have a question that's been burning with me, and that is, how on earth did you manage to get on with your life when such a terrible thing happened to you? You were so young. Here you are now, fast forward 30, 35 years. How did you manage to cope with all that? How did you manage to continue with life?
There was different ways of coping and at different stages of my life. And then...
That's all right. You take your time. Have some water.
Thank you.
Take your time.
Yeah. But fortunately, one of the things that during more recent years, probably since 2018, when I've also had a lot of difficulties surrounding alienation and isolation and those sorts of things, I have been able to do a degree in applied arts, which is something I've never had an opportunity to do because I've always been busy with family and work commitments, and I had the time to do it. And so when things were getting really difficult, I was like, oh no, this is crazy stuff. But then I knew I had another assignment to do.
Yes.
So I just, oh well, I've got to get that done. It was all fun. And then you get in another world and you have deadlines, and also just creating art, works of art, which always, I tried to stop myself, but always I put in it messages that I wanted to get out. And this was a way of, it was a way of surviving, I suppose.
A way of release.
Yeah, it was a way of release, yeah.
And could I suggest it was also a way of distraction?
Yes, distraction was a big thing, yes, keeping busy, distraction, but something
Staying
that
focused.
I really loved. And something that I saw the beauty in the world, and I saw good things and good people, and and in art, it just was really good.
Well, that's inspiration.
Yes.
That's kept you alive.
Yes, it has. Yes.
That's also kept you in a position where now, after all these years, you can do something about justice.
Yes, that's right.
Seeing
it has.
justice
it
being
has.
done.
That's right. Yes.
Having your voice being heard.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
That is brilliant to hear.
Oh,
do you have any of your art here? I'd be very interested in.
I do have something I made earlier. If you'd like to have a look,
well,
I'll go and get it.
Do that?
I'll go and get it. Hang on a second.
Yes, please. So what do we have here?
This here is a piece which talks about going into the storm.
Okay.
and not just waiting for storms to come to us.
Right. So let's hold that up so the
Yeah.
camera can see that.
So what it is all these people in these little walkers are heading in one direction, and that's the storm. That's the storm over there. And these boats are filled with lots of people.
They're heading away?
They're heading away from the
storm,
storm, which is sort of a natural thing to do. But then there's a little person here.
Yes.
There's a little person here that's actually going fast, and they've got their sail up, and they're planing along. These ones are going much slower. If you see, this one's got a wake going behind it.
Yes.
So it's going faster. So that represents me going into the storm so I can get through it quicker.
Wow.
Like my friend told me the other day about a buffalo. They're one of the few animals that don't run to the storm, but they actually go to the storm and get through it quicker, and they don't wait for the storm to come to them. And I feel this is where I'm at this time in my life, that I'm actually wanting justice. So I know it's a storm, but I'm prepared to go through that storm, and I want to go through that storm relatively quickly. And so I did this many years ago, actually about 3 years ago. So these were thoughts that were just before any other ideas had really come to me about how my life was going to look or anything like that. But yeah, these were some of the things that just come to me. So that's just one example of how I get my feelings and my ideas out in my artwork. And this is a raku piece. And what I love about talking and putting my ideas and my feelings in ceramics is that it can outlast paper or wood or any other form of art form. So I like the archaeological side, that later on, even when I'm gone, it can be in little bits, fragments, and people can bring it back together and think, oh, now what was this person saying?
How wonderful.
Yes, so that's just an example there of what I like to do. But I also love photography and printmaking, particularly with jelly plate printing press, which is a very accessible press, and I like doing workshops with people, helping other people learn art and things like that. Yeah.
Fantastic. So this piece was done a few years ago,
Yes, it was, yeah.
And during the time that you made this piece, are you able to recall what was...
It was a very difficult time. I won't go into any details, but it had a lot to do with me being isolated and betrayal on a mega scale.
Yeah.
And it was a coping mechanism for me to make these works, yeah.
Yes.
And so a lot of things I've had to deal with on my own, and it's been really hard, so that's why everybody else is going that direction. But this also, I've been very blessed actually, because you only need one person in your life who's there for you. And I had, not for very long, I must say, but I did have my grandmother, and she was a person that helped me with principles and guidance and wisdom. She was very, very wise, and she had a deep, deep love for me. And she told me, this comes from her, really, good things, it comes from her. Good things come in small packages, and that you are strong, and don't go with the crowd. If you don't, she just kept inculcating these things in me in a very gentle way, and it just went deep down inside me. And there's hardly a day that goes by where I don't think of some of her principles she's taught me. And yeah, so this is one of the principles, not to follow the crowd if you think it's not the right direction for you. And I've always been like that ever since I was young, actually. Even in school, I was always, everyone's doing that, I'm not going to do that because I don't agree, or I'm doing it this way. Whether I was right or wrong at the time, if I felt that it wasn't good, I never just followed the crowd. So I have always been very individual. And my grandmother, I've been blessed.
You get
blessed
that from
with
your
her.
grandmother?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, she really inculcated into me very strong, that you're a strong woman, yeah. So even though I'm a quiet, small person, I am a very strong person, yeah.
I can see that. And also, from my little knowledge about buffaloes, you mentioned what the buffalo does is faces the storm head on.
Yes, that's right.
Which is quite unusual compared to other creatures.
That's right,
And of course, if you notice the way the buffalo is built in terms of aerodynamics, it makes a lot of sense.
It does,
They have a big chest,
that's
front
right.
on.
Yes.
And so their strategy to battle the storm,
that's right.
they're using their God-given
that's right.
physique.
Yes.
And for the
Yes.
strategy.
Yes, I haven't been blessed with that sort of physique
But
as
you've
a
been
strong
blessed with the
person,
fighter's-
but I do have the mind and the heart. I've got the mind and the heart and the will, and I'm a very strong person. And when the chips are down, you can count on me, I tell you.
I can see I can see an air of confidence
Well, thank you. Yeah.
about you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Do you have any other art?
I
Well, similar
do.
to that?
I'll
Would you
go and
like
have a look.
Would you like to show me?
Yes, I will.
Well, it's a lovely day here just while Victoria's getting her next piece. It's a wonderful day here, Northland.
So these are they're supposed to resemble ancient vases,
Okay.
but these are ones that I've taken photographs in the surf in a storm that are like messages from God that have washed up in a storm.
How cool.
That's sort of my theme here.
How cool.
And this one here is written in Latin. It's still got sand on it actually from when it was in the sea when I was taking photos.
Yeah.
And what it means in English is the cover-up is worse than the crime. And so this is what I've found with my own life, that the things that have happened to me have been covered up. And I find that is very, very hard to deal with.
Yes.
And this is where I've had this betrayal and things like this.
Yes.
So, so I put this out in my work, and this looks like an ancient sort of vessel. And again, it's raku ceramics, which is a different way of doing things.
So in a nutshell, can you describe, sorry, I'm ignorant, how the raku is?
The raku is, you have to have a very tough body of clay, and it's got to have a little bit of grit in it to make it sort of stick together, because what happens is you fire it at up to about 980 degrees and in a kiln where you can open the kiln while it's still white hot, and then you take it out of that temperature and then you put it in wood chips or something like that, but then you get the oxygen away from it, so you put it in like a rubbish bin with wood chips and put a lid on it, so there's no oxygen going to it. And then all these cracks and all the black comes and it ages it and gives you all these different interesting things that happen with the glazes and things like that. So it's like going through a fire, and I feel this is why I'm drawn to it, because I feel I've gone through a fire but I've come out the other side, and it refines you and it clarifies your thoughts and all those sorts of things. So this is why I think I'm drawn to raku firing, because I'm taken out of the fire white hot and I'm ready to go.
It's intense pressure.
Intense pressure, it's intense. So this is why you can't just use normal clay. You've got to have raku clay that's got a bit of grit in it.
Got a bit of grit.
Got a bit of grit,
Yeah.
So this is why I love it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that's really good.
Well, this definitely, there's a synergy there.
Yes,
With you,
that's
your
right.
character,
That's right.
and what you're doing in terms of your art.
Yeah. And there's something working with mud and clay. People who are gardeners would feel this too if they're very stressed. That's another one of my loves, is gardening and getting your hands in the mud and growing things. And it's the same when you're working with clay. It's just so beautiful just to be touching the earth, and you just get something from it. And I think I first fell in love with clay, even though I've only just done it more recently and haven't had an opportunity to make things up until 2018, was when I went to once our lunch.
Birdies after my food, after my sausage.
We went to a local university, and we got to touch some 6,000-year-old Egyptian pots, and you could still feel people's finger marks in that. And that was just like, what a connection.
6,000 years
6,000 years old, you had this connection with the people's finger marks and fingerprints on these pots, and I was just blown away by that. It was amazing.
I look at that as an eternal connection.
Yes, it was. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you have any other pieces you'd like to show me?
I've got one last one, yes.
Brilliant.
This one doesn't have any words on it,
Okay.
But again, it's a raku. But what it is bubbles in reverse, and this is me that talking about truth.
Just hold it up a little bit so the camera can see.
Truth can't be stopped. Truth is
Okay.
like oil on
Okay.
water. It must come to the surface. It doesn't matter how long people try to bury the truth has to come out. And this is the bubbles. This is me bubbling up and speaking out. Because this it hasn't got any words on it, but basically this is what it represents, the truth bubbling up to the surface.
Yes.
because the truth is the truth, and it cannot be suppressed forever. And this is basically what this book represents. Yeah, and again, it's raku firing.
There you go. So the truth is the truth, and it cannot be suppressed forever. It's amazing. And I can see that just is in total synergy with your character. And it's obviously no coincidence then that we've been brought together.
Yes.
You've contacted me because
Yes.
Now's the time.
Yes, it is.
For all
There's
this
timing.
truth.
Everything's timing. Everybody has this in them, the spirit of fighting for truth in them. They've just got to dig deep and release it, really, because I just don't see myself as superhuman or anything like that. But I just know there's a lot of other people around the world in my position at the...
Wow. Well,
I think there's a shift happening.
Well, you're part of that shift.
Right, yes, part
I
of
can tell
it,
you now,
yes.
you're part of that shift.
Yes, thank you.
And I can tell you now, you're an inspiration to a lot of people who are watching this video. And I want you to keep it up.
Yeah.
And for sure, you've got my support on your case all the way.
Oh, thank you
Right.
very much, Vinay.
Thank you very much. I
What a
just want
lovely
to
day.
say that I'll be keeping everyone updated on the status of your case
Thank you.
as it goes along.
Yes, thank you.
And I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Vinay. Thank you for
Very
the
nice
opportunity to talk today.
My pleasure.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
This is Vinay Deobhakta signing off from the Fighter's Mind podcast. That was a very interesting and resilient lady indeed. Watch this space.